So Nicki Minaj just made these tweets in regards to Mariah Carey. So they basically had some kind of like thing on American Idol or whatever, and so Nicki Minaj tweeted about her, and this is what she wrote: "What you should be doing with your messy ass is asking why a woman so successful at her age is still so insecure and bitter." That's one of them. Okay, the other one is where it gets funny. Wahaha, burn. She said I tied her record for Hot 100 entries in only 3 years of being in the game. Yep, a black female rapper. Let's take a look at that tweet right there, where she talks about tying the record. Now Mariah Carey has like 44 Billboard Hot 100 chart entries, and Nicki Minaj also just got to 44. Now, when you get a Billboard chart entry, like an entry on the Billboard charts, it means that the song that you have or that you're featured on has entered the charts. Almost every song that Mariah Carey has on the Billboard Hot 100 is a song that she wrote herself, that she is in herself, that she might have another artist featured on it, but that she wrote herself, and like almost all of them are hits. Mariah Carey has 18 number one hits on the Billboard charts. Nicki Minaj has 0. And in almost every chart entry that Nicki Minaj has, she is featured on somebody else's song. I mean, how easy is it to get a chart entry? It's just an entry. It doesn't even have to be a hit song. It's just an entry, sweetie. It's just an entry. When you're featured on Drake's song, or you're featured on Lil Wayne's song, or whoever, Justin Bieber, whoever, it's not even your song. What are you bragging about? Are you really sitting here comparing yourself to Mariah Carey, sweetie? Are you? And talking about insecure, bitch, you don't even wear your real hair. You wear wigs. Everything on you is fake, and everybody knows it. You're a big sloppy mess. What you're really comparing yourself to Mariah Carey in terms of success. Talking about in the first 3 years, sweetheart. Let me remind you of what Mariah Carey did in the first 3 years. Wait, that's 1990. That's Mariah Carey, the first album. That's 16 million copies worldwide. Then Emotions, the second album. That's what? 1990, 1991, 1992. Emotions. That's 10 million. MTV Unplugged. This woman, 5 number one hits on the first 2 albums. 5 number one hit songs, sweetie. Mariah Carey did more in the first 3 years, sweetie, than you will ever do. Than you will ever do. I mean, bitch, when is the last time? Let's put it in the spectrum of talent. Who is more talented? Who is more talented? Mariah Carey or Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj, you can't even sing. Your raps are stupid and retarded. Like, your best songs are when you are featured, when you only have like 30 seconds. When you have 30 seconds on a song, then we can tolerate you. When you're featured on Alicia Keys, then we can tolerate you because it's Alicia Keys, an R&B diva. But when it's by yourself, bitch, please. Like people say, it doesn't take Nicki Minaj to sing Starships. Anybody could have went on that track and sung Starships, sweetie. Are you serious? Like, I read that tweet and I laughed. Are you serious, woman? Do you really think that because you have, and they're like, how do you even call them your chart entries? They're not even yours. You're featured on this song. You're featured. Do you understand what that means, that you are featured? It's not your song. What does Mariah Carey have to be bitter about? Sweetie, Mariah Carey is richer. Mariah Carey is so much richer than you. Oh my. Do you realize this woman shut down Disneyland just to renew her wedding vows? Sweetie. You ask, I want to shut down Disneyland. I'm Nicki Minaj. They be like, bitch, who? Nicki who? Mariah Carey is worth over $500 million, sweetie. Mariah Carey has 18 number one hits, over 200 million sold, sweetie. And you want to sit here and compare yourself to Mariah Carey? Like, oh, she's upset. She's upset that I just reached 44 chart entries. How many of those are hits? How many of those are even top 5? Hell, top 10. How many of those are not you just being featured? Huh? Mariah Carey, like, sweetie, Mariah Carey has 18 #1 hits. And the only one of those that she did not write herself was her cover of the Michael Jackson's I'll Be There. And you want to talk about, oh, this and that and that. And sure, people can make the argument that people don't buy albums like they used to. So you can make that argument with your album, but sweetie, people still buy singles. Where's your #1 single? Mariah Carey's 18. Where's yours? Where's yours? It's been 2000. It's been since 2009 since Mariah Carey even released an actual album. That was Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel. That was 2009, and she had a platinum song on that album. What? How many platinum singles do you have, sweetie? Nicki, how many platinums? Obsessed was Mariah Carey's 12 platinum singles, sweetie. How many platinum? How many does Nicki Minaj have? Oh, Nicki who? Nicki who? So. I really don't understand who you think you are. You stupid ass bitch. Oh, see, she was smiling on the show when Mariah Carey called her out. When Mariah Carey said it's really hard to get a #1 single and not everybody has it. She was right, bitch. I'm sorry if it upsets you. I'm sorry if the truth hurts. Like, Mariah Carey cares if you have 41, 44, how many ever you have chart entries. First of all, you still don't have more than her. So what? You're tied with her? So what? Tied with her for 18 #1 singles. Tie that shit. Tied with her for 200 million sold. Tied with that. Tied with that. Tied with her for most Billboard awards. Tied up for her. Tied for her for most time spent at #1. How much time have you spent at #1, Nicki Minaj? 0. None. Nada. So I don't get where you're coming from. I really don't. I don't understand where you're coming from when you're trying to talk shit. You have no place. You have no place to talk shit about anybody. And just another thing, Wendy Williams. Another thing, I need to say this about Wendy Williams too, because you are like Wendy Williams. You are an example of everything that's wrong with America. You go after people like Mariah Carey, like Gwyneth Paltrow, like all these other women. You go after them because you want to be them. Bitch, you want to be Mariah Carey. That's why you're such a hater. You want to be her. Like, cuz nobody Wendy Williams, oh my god, you're just as much of a mess as Nicki Minaj is, Wendy Williams. You first of all, I should be calling you Wilford Williams, because we're not entirely certain what you're wearing under that dress, because we already know the hair is fake. We already know the boobs are fake. What else is fake? What's really down there, Wendy? What's really down there? Dumbass bitches. Nicki Minaj, you are trash. Wendy Williams, you're garbage. So I don't know. I really don't understand where Nicki Minaj gets off. Like, it's funny though. She literally thinks that she's on even close to Mariah's level. Coming from after 3 years, you need to check what Mariah did in 3 years, sweetie. You haven't had a good song in a long ass time, Nicki Minaj. You started off okay, but then you want to pull off all these gimmicks. Like, what is this? Since the last time does Mariah Carey wear a weird ass outfit? Does Mariah Carey wear all these crazy wigs? Mariah Carey doesn't sell albums through gimmicks, bitch. She sells albums through the voice, bitch, and they are her songs. How many albums? Compare the amount of albums. Fuck the damn singles. Just compare the number of albums to the number of albums that you've sold. You don't even come close. Not even in this decade. Take the past 10 years. Even in this decade, Mariah Carey kills you. Mariah Carey slaughters you. What are you talking about? Insecure? Bitch, the only one that's insecure is you, because Mariah Carey doesn't need to go on a Twitter rampage. You don't. So many times you've gone on Twitter and tried to talk shit about Mariah. You look at Mariah's Twitter. It's all about her. She doesn't give a fuck about anybody else. She doesn't care. She doesn't care because she's classy. She is classy. She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't care. But apparently you do. So who's really insecure? Who's really insecure, Nicki? I'm just saying. If you want to call somebody else insecure and bitter, I think that you're bitter that they paid Mariah Carey $18 million to be on American Idol. I think that's what you're bitter about. I think you're bitter because you know Mariah Carey outshines you, sweetie. I think you're bitter. You will never be Mariah Carey. You will never be on her level. No matter how much you want to. Wendy Williams, you will never be Mariah Carey. Nicki Minaj, you will never be on Mariah Carey's level. No matter how much you bitches want to. So just bow down, bitches. Just like Beyonce, bow down. And that's all I gotta say.